Hey! I kind of rushing into this one. I'm like, ooh, what's going to happen to Danny? She's been dragged away. And we know from, like, when she did it to Peter, he died, like, who knows what happened to him in that room? I have a feeling he was dead as she was dragging him. I don't know. But then his ghost appeared from that room, so she must have killed him in that room. Yeah, that makes sense. So Danny's fine as long as she's dragging her somewhere to kill her. Maybe she brings them all into that room, wherever it is. So she'll have to drag her up the stairs and the forbidden wing. Kill her there. So that gives any number of people, Henry, Jamie, Flora, Hannah, Owen, that cop, a chance to arrive and do something, or Danny herself. She can do some jujitsu. Or maybe Edmund, who hasn't existed as a ghost. Maybe he'll suddenly appear. He'll be like, oh, get your hands off my ex-fiancé. Die. Blind her with his glasses. Something like that. I don't think any of that will happen. I think there's two main things I'm expecting. Danny will find her way out herself, or Henry will do something, because he's the only one we know is on his way. Everybody else we don't really know where they are or their trajectories, and I presume we're just going to pick up straight away from where we left it. So Flora will be screaming, Henry will arrive, he'll be like, oh, daughter, what's going on? Danny, go get her. I don't know. Or nothing like that. Maybe Henry won't arrive until episode 10. You know, when the show's over. I'm banished. I'm here. Everybody's dead. Shit. His secretary will arrive like, got another call from the house. One thing we did learn in the last episode is how the rules on how you take over a body. You can forcibly go into somebody, but that will only last for a little amount of time. There's a conflict between the person you're inhabiting and you, and you kind of bounce out of them. But if they accept you, willingly, you can stay there as long as you want. That was what we learned. We also learned about the faces. And, the longer you're in there, the less your face is a thing. So that's what we learned. That's the kind of the information we learned. We also learned that Peter and Rebecca are not, working as one unit. So maybe she'll work to get Peter out of Miles. Or, I don't know. But I do know we're about to watch it. So let's get straight into it. Just, a side point, they already make the kids look creepy in the painting. Like, if it was a real life painting, you'd be like, dude, what are you doing making my kids look so creepy? Ooh, they better go straight back into it. Go back, straight back into it. Don't mess around, don't go flashbacking. Don't go to Henry, stay with Danny. There's the house. Yeah, here we go. Flora, do something. Danny, jujitsu. Don't you dare flashback. Unless it's the lady's flashback. Do that.
Toward the middle of the 17th century.
Ooh. It's a lady flashback.
The elder Viola. The
Viola.
younger Perdita. With their father in the ground, they faced a dire necessity for marriage.
Okay, I'll accept the flashback to
Women
the lady.
in that time had nothing.
Which one of them is the lady?
And Viola, of course, in the finest of dresses. Always.
Oh, always.
So
It's her from season 1.
2 or 3 who enjoy the reputation of universal
The
conquerors.
gloves. I'm glad they have her.
Vultures.
Because she was good. I liked her in season 1. And I especially liked her
Depict the
child
characters of their
actress.
father. One Mr. Arthur Lloyd. Rich in pounds sterling. In his health and comfortable hopes. He had a handsome face. He had studied and travelled, and just as Perdita began to feel the stirrings of a true interest in the young man,
There's Viola. Look at this.
Viola explained
Ooh,
she was late.
give me that
because of
hat.
Disputes.
Give me
Some
that
see an
dress.
opportunity. In fact, every detail of Viola's entrance was a pageant. The wedding was a small affair, fit in the business arrangement that it was.
To love and to cherish, till death us depart.
Ooh, there's going to be a lot of death here, dude.
I plight thee my troth.
He just called her a throat.
To love, cherish, till death us depart.
And obey.
What about the obey
To
part?
love, cherish, and obey.
The beard guy. Was he the beard guy in the dollhouse? What's going to go wrong? Like, the whole thing is a sham, but what's going to go wrong? See you later, dude. Forgot his name.
She would sleep. She would wake.
She always walks at night, doesn't she?
She would walk.
Dragging muddy
She would sleep.
shoes
She would wake. She would walk.
every night.
Viola found that under its purpose, her marriage may have some amount of love to it after all.
Huh. The fondness has grown. Put her in the background. Ooh, child. Does it have a face?
Not instead we shall move mountains, my girl.
It's a girl.
It is you. It is me. It is us.
Ooh, you, we, us. It's the magic words.
As for Viola,
Ooh, she's sick.
Huh.
Ooh. Ooh, plague doctor. Ooh, we know this person.
It is not the plague,
Ah, that's good. What is it? Poison?
but it is not good news. She has the lung. Months at the most.
Damn
And
it.
I would keep her separate from the rest of you.
Cure her.
I do not know that I can.
You will.
Or we'll kill you.
But you will.
We'll kill you in this house, doctor. We'll be wearing that freaking thing forever.
I want to be in our bed.
Isabel. Think of Isabel.
Okay. Yeah. Focusing on this one instead. Interesting. Don't mind me, I'm just here to make the room smell better, because you keep farting all the time. Oh, leeches. Time to bring in the priest for last
And all
rites.
things exhausted, the vicar came again to Bly.
Just in time.
To
You must repeat the rite. Say the words
Oh,
after me.
Jesus. Really?
You.
What if people are too sick to say it? Can I mime it?
I go and prepare a place for you.
No,
What did you say?
She's refusing.
I do not go.
Staying right here. Gonna haunt this place
Tell your God.
forever.
She says she will not go. She will not.
Okay. Stubborn.
days to weeks to months to years. It's different.
Isabel,
Isabel.
a few more minutes, please.
What if Isabel gets the
You see?
the sickness?
Oh, you're getting quite good at this. In fact, to learn to dance, we need only numbers.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3, 1.
Yeah, that's the one. Don't ask Hannah to dance. She'll give you fractions.
Oh, no.
Ooh, they're
Just one.
gonna get together. This is the completion of their arc. Sister's gonna come in and kill them all.
2, 3, 1, 2.
Kiss 2, 3. Kiss 2, 3. Get down and boogie 2, 3. Yep, you can see it. Look. Yep. There's. Hey sis. We're just dancing. How you doing?
Held alive.
Stay away from
somewhat
Isabel.
whispered by stubbornness alone.
Gonna give it to her.
Mummy, you're awake.
Well, that's what her. We know she has strength. Daughter's definitely gonna get it. Probably gonna die, and then she'll eventually let go because grief of losing her daughter.
I can dance with my own husband.
Yeah, there's that song. Ooh, that picture is creepy. Look the way it's lit up. She's like a living ghost, isn't she? The way she moves. It's kind of cool.
I want to sleep with her.
You cannot, Viola.
But I feel better today.
I'm so healthy. Look at me.
Worse and worse and
Look
worse.
at me, sister. I'm well.
You should think of her, Vi.
I just realized it's in black and white. I'm so observant, aren't I?
Left because Viola with love let it be anything else.
Stop slapping her. I'm surprised she isn't ill.
Sickness.
Ooh, look at all this pretty stuff. Peter would be like, ooh, gonna sell this, gonna sell that. Peter, get back to your time period. Stay out of this memory. What, you gonna burn it all? What are you doing?
My rings and my lace and my silk. They will be a great inheritance for our daughter.
Okay, cool.
Do you promise me, Arthur?
Of course.
Promise me that you will keep them for her.
And don't give them to my
Keep the key.
sister.
I promise you.
Of course. Or she'll kill you, she'll haunt you, she'll grab you.
But that night, as Perdita beheld her sister, the word had eclipsed her thoughts at night and waken as well.
What's the word?
Shoulder
Is the
and
word
her elbow
triangle?
until the word came to live in her hand. The word had always been enough.
Now she's thinking, gotta get into that chest, that's where all the good stuff is. Where did he leave that key? No, the daughter didn't. Thought she was gonna infect the daughter, but nope. Isabel's fine. What you doing, dude? Oh, he's just locking it.
Very soon came to be predicted that he would marry again.
Here we go again.
And there were
Here
at
we go
least a
again.
dozen young women of whom one may say that it was by no fault of theirs.
I hear you have a chest.
And the echo, growing louder, did deafen him to the songs of others.
What word are you thinking now, Perdita?
They were married, as was becoming, with great privacy.
Oh, she got a picture too.
And her adopted daughter refused at every turn to see her as a mother.
Shh, get out of here. You killed my mother. I know you did. Hello, knight. His shining armor. Ooh, look at that picture. Just your imagination. Don't. It's nothing. Look, just your sister. Happily smiling down on you.
Our financials a disaster. We have the solution above our heads. We cannot even afford a housekeeper anymore. And
How about a ghost housekeeper? Can you afford one of those?
Did you not run our estate into the damned ground?
Well, what are you doing? You're not helping.
It is for Isabel.
The manor is for Isabel. Glad to learn the value at which I'm held. To feel oneself sacrificed to a caprice.
What did you say? What does caprice mean? Get out of here with your words.
It is not. No more of this.
You know, hauntings aside, kind of get where the sister's coming from, but hauntings are not aside, and she's about to get her comeuppance if she dares open his chest. What's she gonna do when she opens it? Like, smuggle the goods out, sell them to a vendor? What's she gonna do? Hey sis, how you doing? Still got your face? Is she gonna be up here? She's gonna come out of the chest. I was never dead. Ooh. I'm expecting her to come from the shadows. Ooh. She didn't come from the shadows, she came from the dress. We're all good. Keep an eye on it. Well, he shouldn't die, because he did everything right. Apart from sleep with her sister, yeah? Ooh. Wonder how long it'll take her to figure out she's a ghost. Shorter than Hannah, I hope. Try walking through the door. She in a memory?
She would sleep. She would wake.
She would walk the house. If she could ever get out of this room.
She would walk.
Ooh. It's okay, just at least you're not seeing a dude with eyes flashing at you.
Sleeping. Waking. Walking.
How about screaming, banging, smashing?
She admitted she was dead. She admitted her daughter was growing without her. A reward in the knowledge that one day the door would open, and one day Isabel would open her mother's trunk.
Oh, she was waiting for Isabel to do it. She was in the chest all along. She's like, it's Isabella. That was Perdita? She's like, no, not you. You get to die now. Interesting seeing it from this perspective.
Slept and waited.
Oh, round 2.
They were leaving Bly, leaving most of what remained of their belongings. A reward for all these years of isolation. But Arthur had grown a superstitious man.
What's he gonna do?
Felt confident
Oh, he's gonna throw it in
whatever
the
curse had
throw it in the
killed
lake.
several fingers,
Of course.
His daughter.
I was like, how does she end up in the lake? Because she
His
keeps.
final insult of being cast to the swamp. This absolute abandonment. It shattered Viola's heart. The pull of that next world ignored, she instead made her own gravity. Gravity of will. And once again, she would sleep.
Why is she killing people? Just because she's crazy? We know why she killed Perdita, but why these people?
She would wake, and she would walk. She would walk back to her home, feeling each time
It's the muddy.
it was a dream. And she'd stare at that empty bed. And Viola would remember.
I want to see her kill somebody.
Her attention lay only ahead. And on the daughter she believed, each time she woke, would be waiting for her there.
I was wondering who owns the manor. Guess they're using it as a makeshift hospital. Ooh, Hatman!
What are you doing in here?
He's dead. You're gonna kill him next. No, you'll need that hat,
It
dude.
isn't safe. You mustn't be in this wing without protection.
Her gravity, it seemed, her grounds,
Kept everybody
that
here.
kept her in purgatory.
Kept the ghosts here.
It would hold others too.
She's the glue trap.
She would.
She's just going around
She
asking
would walk.
where her daughter is, killing people.
Viola faintly noticed her own attempted exorcism.
Yeah.
Things.
Flora said she doesn't remember her own name.
Season's time takes all things.
Your
'Tis the way of
face,
the world.
your
The past
name.
recedes, memories fade.
This is a good
And
little
so,
shot. Cool.
One night she found a child
No,
in her
little
daughter's
boy.
old bed.
Little
And could
boy.
not remember who she had been hoping to see. And here was a child. It
Oh,
must be the child.
oh
whom
my
she'd
God! She took the child thinking it was her
sought.
own.
Must.
Drowned it.
Those unfortunates trapped in the gravity well she had made of Bly Manor.
He was my favorite because he's still funny looking.
Loneliness
Maybe Danny can reason with
and
her
rage.
somehow.
A fate that befell Viola's once sister, now forgotten in the attic.
That's her
Unaware that
sister.
she'd ever had a sister at all. A fate that befell a poor valet.
Are we just describing Peter as a poor valet?
Grips of-
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
And no hope it would
Don't-
seem for the young au pair
Don't you frickin' end this one.
and fate.
They did it again. They frickin' did it again. I bet you yesterday you were like, oh yeah. You think you're gonna see what happens in the next episode? Ooh, are you in for a ooh, this is gonna be funny. Well, I'm not laughing. You better not be laughing. Well, I'm gonna watch the last one, so what you gonna do? What, you can't do anything about that, can you? So we got to see the backstory of the lady from start to finish. A story of two sisters, a daughter, a husband, a wealth of dresses and jewelry in a chest. Now, Peter would have loved to see. Whoa, Peter would have been carrying that on his back. It doesn't matter if and then looking for the keys. That's his dream, right there. Yeah, this is a story of one sister who took care of her dying sister for 6 long years, resisted as much temptation as she could, and eventually the voice in her head said, enough. She killed her sister. Viola then accepted that she was dead, knowing that her daughter would live on and receive, that she left her a safe legacy, some wealth, some fortune. So she was just going to sleep and wait and wait and sleep and walk and sleep and wait. And then finally, she didn't know how long had passed. The chest opens. She's like, finally, my daughter is going to get her inheritance, and it's her sister, the one who killed her. She's like, you bitch? You're opening the chest? Are you kidding me? Die. And then she goes back into her happy place. She's like, okay, sister's out of the way. My husband seems like a decent fellow. I'm just going to sleep again. And wait, and sleep and wait. Oh, they're carrying the chest. Oh, they must be going somewhere else. Happy. Chucked in a lake. Abandoned. Forgotten. So she haunts the place ever since, walking between the lake and her bedroom and back again, slowly forgetting who she is, slowly forgetting who she's looking for, what she wants, and killing those unfortunate souls who get in her way. She's not thinking of escaping, or she has no real motivations. She's not necessarily evil. She's just in a trance. She's just a ghostly spectre. She's, you can't reason with it. Maybe she can be snapped out of it. I don't know. Mention her daughter's name. And she has Danny in her clutches. So nobody has escaped her yet. This is an episode I didn't think we were going to get. I didn't think we'd get to know all the little ghosties in the house. Well, we did. We got to know all of them. Each one of the little dolls in Flora's dollhouse, we got to see in this episode, and we got to see them all die. It's nice. This is something about this show. There are no gaps. There's no like any slight thing they set up, they pay off. It's an interesting way to do it. Because I was thinking before, do we really need to see Rebecca kill herself? Well, we did. We got to see more. We got to see how she did it, why she did it. It wasn't really her choice. And the effects of that. Got to see all the time in between. And in this we get to see all the little ghosties and who they were and how they died. And why they died. Mostly just thoughtlessly by Viola. Yeah, nice. So only one left. Just one left to go. Gonna watch it straight away? Unless the world ends? Unless this thing starts attacking me? No, you're not supposed to. That episode's for my daughter. How dare you? Bitch. So, well, that will be interesting. Interesting way to go. So, until tomorrow, thanks for tuning in, and we'll finish the adventure. We'll finish the journey. The only question I have is, there's a few questions for this final episode, now that we know all the backstory of everybody. We got everything, all the back. We don't need flashbacks anymore. We've got that all. What is Danny going to survive? Can we get Peter out of Miles? What's Henry going to do? Will he survive? And is Rebecca going to step in again to help? Will Hannah step in? Is Owen going to come back in? Owen and Jamie have to come back, right? Maybe. Jamie, for sure. Because she's telling the story, probably. And we have to do that all in the last episode, which is about 50 minutes long, so it's pretty short. So let's do it. Let's watch it. Come back tomorrow. We'll finish it up. And as always, thanks for tuning in. See ya.